On.
Yay.
Yay. And admitting everyone in. Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, look at all the people. If you are on, jump on your camera so we can see your beautiful faces. Wow, they keep coming. They
Yep.
keep coming like they're hungry.
Coming, they keep coming, they keep coming.
Some very
Amazing. We've
familiar
got
faces here.
vibing here with his, I don't know what music you've got on. I think it's just life, right? You're just happy on life. Amazing. Welcome. So excited to be with you guys tonight. I see very, very familiar family faces, our amazing squad, and also new faces. And for those of you that are catching the replay of this amazing presentation that we are so excited to share with you, welcome. Tonight we have the pleasure, well, I have the pleasure of co-hosting with the beautiful Rosetta and Erica, who you will meet very, very soon. We are here together. We've come together to really share with you a presentation that was one that actually completely changed our life. And we do hope that when you watch this too, that there are elements of our story, there are elements of even just what we're going to be sharing with you with this revolutionary business model that we have so so gratefully come across ourselves. For me, 5 years ago, one that is really such a stand for creating a new way for us as everyday people. So, whatever circumstance, whatever reason you're here tonight, it is so very welcome. And we do hope this fits into, what you're dream weaving and what you're desiring for your life, because, this incredible opportunity is one that is available for anyone. All you need is a vision. All you need is a desire for, more of yourself and more for your life. And tonight we do hope that this really serves you in that way. And we'll also be closing off this presentation with an incredible opportunity for you to really tune into, because it is actually an amazing space which you'll discover with us tonight. But to even know that you're going to, make a big decision like this that is literally life changing from the get-go. I can guarantee that every single one of us that has said yes to this, our lives have changed in ways that we never even foresaw. And really it is really beautiful to know that you'll also be supported and guided in a way that will actually help you establish roots in this business, for to create the legacy that you know that you're here to create. So my name is Jax, and I will be introducing Rosetta and Erica very shortly. But first, I'm going to introduce myself. So, I am a country girl from North Queensland, Australia. I know I look very exotic, but don't let that fool you. I was born in the Philippines and I grew up in rural Queensland. So online business was definitely not a thing back then at all. In fact, the online space didn't really come to life for me until I was 25 years old. And even then, when it did, I was very reserved about, Facebook and everything that started to go. I was a MySpace girl for a little while there. Who remembers MySpace? Yeah, I can see the hands. And so, for me, I grew up in country North Queensland, and so was surrounded by rodeos and country music. And I was only an hour away from the beach, but it was definitely like the bush, right? And so our dinner table consisted of conversations around getting a good job and going to university, and doing the things that our parents only knew back then, which was the right way to do things, in order to potentially be successful. And so that's what I did. I went and followed that thread of thinking that, getting a good job, and earning money that way and hopefully being successful eventually would be the result of that. Well, I was definitely humbled in my 20s and my 30s, where I made the biggest financial mistakes of my life. And I got myself into quite a lot of debt. I have explored many different avenues of earning money in different ways, including as a pole dancer when I was in my early 20s. And so I think that's when my entrepreneurism really started, because that's a hard industry. But when I was in my 30s, that's when I was really shown all of the mistakes that I'd thought I'd made, which I had, and it ended up in me being bankrupt. And not just bankrupt, I was in over $300,000 of debt after borrowing $500,000 to start a business venture, a traditional business venture that didn't work out so well for me. And so that for me was definitely an opportunity for me to go, okay, that's it. That's my chance over. I'm never going to be in business ever again. Or it was an opportunity to really allow that to be a lesson. And I have tried everything. I have tried low ticket network marketing. I've tried many things. And I like to think of it that I was always exploring and experimenting and actually becoming better as an entrepreneur. Because in this game of entrepreneurism, which I really appreciate, is a level of growth that no other model of life could actually offer me, which was, in employment, I couldn't grow further than what I was offered in shifts. So I was introduced to this business model whilst I was in rock bottom. So I'm one of those stories. I'm one of those statistics of the people that were scammed. Well, I'm so glad I was. Because for me at the time I had no other choice really. It was just to keep going and keep digging the way that I was with my multiple jobs at the time. I had 3 jobs in as a waitress, or I could take a leap and really trust my instincts and trust my gut. And I wish I could really speak more into that, but really at the end of the day my instincts really showed me this, that this was a way and this was a way forward. And fast forward 5 years, I'm no longer in debt. In fact, I'm in profit more than ever. I actually live a very, very beautiful life. I've gone from really struggling week by week. I've gone from, not being able to afford like food for my children. That was my reality at the time. And I was sleeping on couches and trying to get by, with my living situation, to now really living a beautiful life. My heart is full, my bank is full, my adventure is full. And most importantly, my children actually have a version of me that I'm really proud to be. And I think that's probably the one thing that really got me the most when I had to make this decision, was that if I kept going the way that I was going, nothing was going to change for them. And so I really had to choose. I chose for myself, but I also chose for them. And here we are. So I'm very proud to be here presenting tonight. And I'm very proud to be a part of this company that we're going to share with you and this community. This has really been life-changing for me. And one of the most life-changing things has been the people that I've met and the friendships that I've made. So I'm going to hand it over to Rosetta so you can meet her as well. Rosetta and I have been in this space for a very similar amount of time, and we're definitely sisters. I think that's what I love about this community, is that you make bonds that last a lifetime, and this is one that I'm very honored to share with you tonight. So over to you, Rosetta.
Who is feeling this? Oh my gosh. I love every time I hear Jack speak, like there's always something new that you get. We have been around for like what, 5 years or so. So this is such an honor and pleasure to hold this space for you guys today. Whilst I speak into a little bit about myself, I actually want to ask you guys a couple of questions, because you don't want to just be here and listen to everyone's stories, right? So share with me in the comments, why are you here? Right? It could be doing anything in your life right now, and you chose to be here. So share with us why you're here. And then the second thing that I want you to share in the comments is, what amount of income would you need that is going to give you the life that you've always imagined? Okay, these are questions that people don't usually ask you. Why? Because they can't help you, right? We can. That's why we're asking. So the whole point of this, Enrique shared it so beautifully in the comments, is growth, the evolution of you. And the person that you see today, the confident, convicted person that you see on this screen, that was not always my life. I used to be very awkward, probably still can be. I found it hard to make friends. In fact, my sister told me to get my own friends because we went to school at the same age. I stayed down in grade 1. She went, and I was friends with her friends. And she told me one day, she's like, go make your own friends, Rose. And in that moment, I was like, I'm not good enough, right? Give me a 1 in the comments if ever in your life you've ever felt not good enough, or you're not good at making friends, or you felt like a bit of the black sheep. Okay, we're talking to our people. I don't feel so bad now. But I was definitely in a place where I didn't believe myself, so I thought, who else would believe me, right? I did everything that society said you should do, things that are respectable jobs, to go work, to go get a degree. And I did. I got the job. I got what most people are taught to do, live in that mundane way and think that that's our normal. I didn't feel passionate. I wasn't living. I wasn't motivated. And that is absolutely not what I wanted for my life and myself. Give me a yes if you can agree for your own self. I absolutely knew that I wanted a bigger and better life with more passion, more excitement, more dreams, more impact, more achievements. Give me a yes if you want the same. Okay. I want to make sure that we're talking to the right people here. And maybe you also feel like you've got a burning desire in yourself, that you're perhaps a little bit scared about doing the things that you don't really know what to do yet. You want the life, but you also need to learn the confidence and show up differently in your life in order to have a different life, right? And so that's what stopped me for so long. I actually sat on the sidelines for about 3 months after I watched a presentation like this, because I thought, I can't do that. So I really want to hold space for the fact that there might be versions of this in yourself when we go through the presentation where you might feel like that's a lot of money, or I could never do that, or I could never talk like that. We all start at zero. We all start at day one. And it all comes down to that identity shift. So looking back, do you want to look at your life and think, okay, cool, I lived it safe, lived mediocre, my life's okay? Or do you want to look back and be like, wow, I lived, and have that conviction that Jax just said, like, man, I'm banked, I'm blessed, I have like sisters, we have community, we have excitement, like every day is an adventure. Like you have to carry the identity of the all in, no matter what. And so fast forward, just to bring it all full circle, I went from earning about $700 a week, working full time in a photography studio, to now earning 15 to 20K months online, been able to travel the world, paid off all my student debts, bought my first home, multiple six figures online. These are all the accolades, but who you become as a person is what it's all worth it for. So if you are here and if that resonated with you, give me a 1. This is your reason to be here, right? This is our high ticket freedom masterclass where we're going to share with you exactly how you can do this, right? So give us a yes in the comments if you're excited for that. And then I'm going to pass it over to Erica to briefly share about herself, and then we can get right into it.
Oh, hey everyone. So nice to see how many people are on this screen today. People from every walk, different walks. And the beautiful thing about this business is that we all are from a different background, different families, different walks of life, right? And I am kind of like the bush girl, like like Jack said. I was born in Paraguay, grew up with no electricity and running water until I was 14 years old. And since a little girl, I always wanted to be something else and to have more than what I saw my parents do for my other 8 siblings. I'm the youngest of 9. And so my path of the black sheep began. And long story short, I ended up traveling Brazil and got really caught up in the grid, really caught up into making my own money and becoming independent. And I wanted my own powers. I didn't want to rely on family and get married and milking cows and have kids like I saw all my siblings end up doing. And so I always took the next leap. And so that led me to Australia, where I learned to speak my 5th language, which is English. So I sometimes still have some, like, oh, is that an English word? So I learned that. And in Australia, once again, I just found myself repeating the same cycle, even though I left the first country, the third world country, to migrate to a first world country. I found myself in the same cycle of grinding for money and trading time for money. I'm like, damn, like I didn't leave my family, my comfort zone, my everything behind to be in this grid. Like, what's even the point, right? But I couldn't seem to find a way to get out of it, because sometimes when we have those blinds on and that's all we know we want out, but we don't know how, right? And so for my personal experience, unfortunately, but also fortunately, I had a couple of very severe motorbike accidents that kind of like had me stop by no cost. Like I had to stop, right? Which then those accidents led me to Bali in 2020 for a very in-depth healing retreat, where I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna heal myself. And that's when I, for the first time, really experienced what it means healing, and really experienced what it means to be fully accepted with a family that the universe gives you. And that was an absolutely incredible experience. The beautiful thing about that is that after 8 days being, completely immersed, no devices, no nothing, I came out of that retreat very excited to come back to Melbourne. I was living in Melbourne for almost 5 years, and to implement all the things that I learned and do all the things. And we came out of the retreat and the borders had shut because COVID kicked in. And so I was unable to actually make it home to Australia. And so 4 years later, here I am, still in Bali. I haven't made it back home from that retreat. So my journey has literally been a retreat for the last 4 years, because meanwhile, in that period of time, in that first years that I found myself stuck in Bali, thankfully, I found a post where Jack spoke into something very similar to this. So hands up or yes, if you found this webinar today via post, via Instagram, reel or something that spoke to you. And so, yes, great. So Jax's post really spoke to what I was experiencing at that moment, and it was community. I'm like, I need community, I need support. I was completely alone. And so I took the leap. Like, I'm the girl that takes the leaps, right? And so full circle, 4 years later, I found myself living in Bali, an online reality, online world, given that I didn't even have a computer until I was in my early 20s, didn't have electricity until I was 14. Where on earth would I have thought that this was even possible? So sometimes we don't see how our reality can change, but if we keep trusting the process, the journey, and we just take that one step ahead, that one little leap, as scary as it might feel, that might be the very thing that will bring you to experience liberation on the other side of that. If it wasn't that, I would possibly have made it back to Australia, or perhaps even had to travel back to Paraguay, Brazil, to live with family. You know what I mean? And so this business not only saved my financial situation, but it really saved my life. It gave me family, it gave me community, it gave me a way to make money, and I get to travel with my partner now and go to events. And I just met Rosetta and Jax in Japan, and that was like, I had a movie go through my head. I'm like, thank God I said yes to that opportunity. And so I hope that today, wherever you come from, and whatever you might be experiencing as a little, scarcity or fear around what we are presenting, just be open-minded and see what's there for you, and just say yes. And then you will figure out whether it is a yes or not by the end of it. So I hope that helps you with moving forward from here. Jax, I'll pass it on to you.
Think you're on mute, babes.
Woo! My miming app. Okay, so thank you so much, ladies. It's a really such an honor to witness you in this journey, and just I just love you guys so much. And we are going to jump into the presentation now, and we're going to really give you all of the juice, because for us, this is what we saw, and it was a catalyst for us to really change our lives. So the invitation when we go through this with you today is that that you really allow yourself to be intentional with your attention, and really allow yourself to put any distractions down, because anything everything that you see right now could be exactly what you've been looking for a very, very long time. So tonight what we're going to cover is the three pillars of this model that has created so much freedom for us in many ways: the uncapped earning potential, the social media impact, as well as the automated sales and systems. So next slide, please, my darling. Is the way you're currently creating an income going to pay you for the rest of your life, whether you're working or not? Or will the money stop coming in when you stop working? That's a very big point for us to really think about during this presentation, because it's one that I definitely thought about, and my answer was no. So if your answer is no, really pay attention.
Yeah, and share it in the comments as well. Like, I know if I wasn't working in the photography studio, I wouldn't be earning. And also when we went through lockdowns and I lost all of my paycheck, I was like, well, how do we change this, right? How do we get ourselves from a place of employee into actually creating some money that comes like leveraged, right? That's what we're going to be sharing with you guys.
All right. So the first point is creating your own offer versus affiliating with one. So a lot of the questions that are around this is, what is high ticket affiliate marketing? right? So we want to share with you and really take a look at the difference, because traditional business is one where you actually create your own offer, or whether you're a coach or anything to do with business where you actually start from scratch. Now, it might seem like a really great idea, like you have a great idea, but then what you don't realize is all the costs that come with that idea. So even if you wanted to sell a pen, you would still have to buy like 10,000 pens to really consider actually making any money from it. And you'd have to post it, then you'd have to set up the foundations of your website and all of the things. So, with your own offer, it actually takes a lot of work. And I know this for a fact because I started multiple of my own offers, even in the coaching industry. And even with an idea, having one idea and an offer doesn't mean you just go out and go, hey, okay, guys, I have an offer. Who wants it? It actually is a process and a sequence that is very time consuming and very like draining, and also very expensive as well. So in general, to start your own traditional business, you would be looking at around $50,000 and above. That is inclusive of tax, inclusive of your rental space, all of your products, your staff, all of the things that comes with that. Now, with high ticket affiliate marketing or affiliating, it is actually a low investment into a business compared to starting your own business a traditional way. And you actually start profiting with just a few sales, because you become the middleman. Instead of actually starting everything, it's a turnkey model. You don't have any staff, you have a team. You have the ability to actually earn uncapped income, as opposed to having to pour more energy and more time and more offerings to earn more money. And you also have the ability to collaborate with your team. So low ticket versus high ticket. Now, I mentioned before about low ticket affiliate marketing or low ticket network marketing. So for example, basically it's when I was in low ticket affiliate marketing or low ticket network marketing, I was actually affiliated with a health company, and we sold health packages such as shakes and lower ticket consumables. This can also be in the form of just lower price like oils or hair products, right? There's definitely things out there right now, which is amazing. I actually really appreciate the fact that I entered this arena from that way, but I also found myself in burnout. So what I discovered in that is that you had to keep selling and keep making money to keep your ranks. So you're always basically on edge and always trying to catch your tail. To make more money, you had to keep hustling, right? And you lose your rank if you don't perform. Sorry, guys, I just have a few people coming into the waiting room, and I want to make sure they can all come in. All right. And so there's also membership fees and, of course, the percentage of the low ticket. So at low ticket, if you sold a product that was a $200 product and the percentage was 20%, 10%, you're getting $20 for a $200 product, right? So that's your commissions. Now, the difference with high ticket is basically the income, the commissions are higher because the ticket is higher, the investment is higher. So with our model, there's actually no monthly quotas. You pay once and you have your business for life. You don't derank, you never lose a rank. I actually stepped away for maybe like a year and a half, and I did not derank. I kept the same rank as when I stepped away. Also with the commissions, let's say instead of $200 sale, you're making a $2,000 sale. And even 10% of that is $200, right? So there's a difference between $20 and $200, and you're still investing the same amount of focus, the same amount of energy, the same amount of strategies, exactly the same process as you are to sell at low ticket. Why wouldn't you do that for a high ticket item? And we're going to share with you a little bit more about that in a minute as well. And obviously there's the legacy. That's what you're here for. So with the uncapped income, the uncapped legacy is also something that is available for us. Again, we'll go into that further. There's a big difference, guys. So the true freedom, is this you, Rosetta?
I mean, you can take it. Go for it, babe.
No, you go, babe.
You have it. So the true freedom model, and also who can relate to that? Who's been in low ticket before and been burnt out, and you're like, oh, it's like another one of those online businesses. And let's be honest, like if you want the lifestyle and you want to retire your partner, you're going to need more than $150, guys. I can absolutely relate with what Jax was saying. I used to have monthly auto ships that used to cost me about $200 to $220 Australian dollars, and the commission on that was between $50 to $100. So you do the math. I had to have at least minimum 4 people join me every month just to break even, and that's not what you call like a, you know, highly profitable business model, right? So if you want the actual time freedom, location freedom, health freedom, and financial freedom, you're in the right place. And let me tell you, you could have all the time freedom. Let's be honest, okay? You could be a stay-at-home mom and have all the time in the world, but you might be broke, right? So it doesn't tick the box of financial freedom. Or you might be in a really good role and have a huge financial freedom and have multiple 6 figures, but you're away from your family. You don't have location freedom. You're stuck in a box. You're stuck in the office. You're stuck at meetings, right? Or you might have time, financial, and location freedom, but maybe you don't have your health, right? We need to make sure that we can tick all the boxes without any sacrifice. And that's what this company really does. And so, who's ever heard the term affiliate marketing? Give me a 1 in the comments. And who does not know what the hell that means? So a lot of the time we have all these terminologies and we share about it, but I want to bring everything full circle about what we do, who we partner with, the products, and how it all works. All those kind of questions are really going to be answered tonight. But essentially, affiliate marketing is really simple, you guys. Give me a 2 in the comments if you have ever bought anything from an online store, from Amazon, you've used PayPal to pay with something, you've bought something online. Every single person that you're buying from, even Coles, your supermarket, everyone is making a commission, right? If they're not making a commission, it's not for profit and it's not a business, right? So affiliate marketing is where you partner with an already established company to sell their products and earn a commission. So number 1, you partner with a company that already exists. We're going to be speaking about the company that we partner with very shortly. You sell products on their behalf, which also cuts out all the guesswork and all the BS that what products do align, what's working, this is already working and converting right now. And you get to sell products on their behalf, right? It cuts out all the marketing, all of the inventory, all of the rent, all the electricity, all the staff, all those kind of things, all the marketing. And that's why it's called direct sales, right? And then you receive a commission when a sale is made. Give me a yes if that all makes sense. So partner with a company, you sell their products, you receive a commission. Okay, yes. Everyone's on board. So I will pass this over to Erica. She's the most incredible person to speak into the products.
Yay. So this is it, Enagic. This is the company which probably you guys are curious by now because it's an incredible company. Just coming back from Japan, I feel like we came back with the upgrades of what Okinawa actually carries, where these products and this business originated, when it was founded. See, sometimes I get caught up with English, whatever, you know what I mean. So what does this actually do? The product is water, but it's not just water. If you just want to have water, you go and tap water. But people are becoming really conscious now about what water they ingest, because really we are water beings walking on a water planet, right? Like we are more than 70% water, and we get to start being aware of what water we ingest. So this machine has been funded by the incredible Mr. Oshiro that does electrolyzes reduced water, which is rich in hydrogen, which then returns the water to its origin. So this is the power of this machine. And the reason it's called K8 means Kangen 8, because it runs through 8 plates that brings the water back to its origin. And for anyone that has this machine, Mr. Oshiro himself, he has his one probably approximately 30 years, and it's still working. So imagine how much plastic you avoid by just having a machine like that, right? And besides that, it's not only like, oh, it just makes drinking water. It actually has 5 different pH waters, which allows people to create an eco-friendly, toxic-free household. For example, you have kids crawl on the floor and they lick everything and they put everything in their mouth. The 2.5 water that it produces, it actually sanitizes everything. People utilize this water to substitute all the chemicals and stuff. So And why we trust this company so much is because we obviously just came back celebrating the 50th year of the Enagic anniversary in Japan, in Okinawa, and we saw on stage what this business has done in people's lives. It's something absolutely incredible, and it's carrying another 500 years vision. We are all going to, the company is going to outlive us. And the reason why we said yes to this is because we know that in less than 500 years, we will be able to build a legacy for our generations yet to come through this company. And another important fact that I'd like to touch on is that, when you partner with a company like this, it's important to also see what's their history in the market, right? So in 2020, when the whole world shut down, COVID hit, how many companies, people that you might even know, had to shut down their businesses? Most businesses actually had to shut doors. Whereas, Enagic grew 17%. And from there, it's just been going up and up and up. I see, like, in our own community, every month, it's like a record month. It's growing. It's in such a momentum. And the one of the things that also made Enagic really bring more eyeballs into it is that it can be done in different ways. It can be done in a traditional way. Many people, like even in Brazil, when I traveled back in Brazil in 2022, I went and visited Enagic there. People in Brazil are old school. They like to do it door in door. They like to do demos. They like to touch the thing. They are not the people that do it online. Us, Jax, Rosetta, myself, I live in Bali for a reason. I love my freedom. So we do everything online, and we don't necessarily have to be the face of a product while we're still utilizing Enagic as a vehicle. So if you are someone that likes to be the face of a product, you like to do be hands-on, that's totally fine. And that's the beauty about Enagic, which enables so many people to do it in different ways and be successful. And as pioneers in health wellness industry, Enagic offers 4 key products, which I will speak more into, that enhances health, wealth, and enables you to create a legacy as well. So these are our 4 products that we recommend. And one of them is actually very new, just launched a couple months ago, which I'll go into. And the first one is obviously the machine that produces the 5 different pH of waters, which is the K8, which is the Enagic's flagship ionizer that produces antioxidant-rich water in 5 pH levels, as I said. I love those videos that Rosetta puts up, like soaking those strawberries and tomatoes in the 11.5 water, and she pulls it out, and the water is like yellow because it takes off all the grease, all the pesticide from it. So it's incredible. And the Anespa, we have Anespa here in Bali as well. It's like a spring water in your shower. And I never forget when I had my first bath, I felt like I didn't want to leave it because my skin was smooth. And even though we can't make really medical claims in here, but what we have seen within our community, this water changes lives, and people have healed from chronic skin illnesses through utilizing the Anespa on their skin. It's in-home spa experience shower and attached, which is very easy to attach. It takes you a couple seconds, couple minutes perhaps. And it's literally like having a spa in your home, and it remineralizes the water through an active charcoal ceramic filter, which is to remove the chlorine and bacteria to protect your skin. And these filters, like, depends on how much water it runs through, but it only needs a replacement every 6 months or so, sometimes 12 months. And then we have the incredible M-Guard. M-Guard is a very, very new product. And it's just launched a couple months ago, which is it's like, I don't know, like not bigger than my microphone here, but it's an equipment that harmonizes your environment, and it targets the high frequency electromagnetic noise radiation up to 1 gigahertz. So for us, especially online entrepreneurs, we are our phones endless hours a day. We are our devices. We are surrounded by stuff that is heavy metals. And this little thing, it harmonizes our environment so that we don't get those radiations from all the devices that we are surrounded by. And so this is going to absolutely revolutionize, because you can take it wherever. Like it's almost like a pocket kind of little thing. Probably not a pocket, but a backpack. You can take it anywhere. And then we have the Ukon, which is a revolutionizing product that we also have. We say it's the magic in a magic once you really understand how it works. It is chemical-free wild turmeric, which has powerful antioxidants as well, antibacterial and anti-inflammatory. The real reason Ukon is incredible in our business is strategy-wise, which you will understand further down the path how that all works. And Mr. Oshiro has this whole farm of Ukon, which then provided a lot of work and employment for his people in his village. So some people actually went and visited this farm in Japan last week. So these are the products that we recommend. And then I also want to share some quick stats within Enagic, because sometimes people get a little skeptical about, oh, is it just one more network marketing company that is out there? It's already saturated. I see everyone working online. I see it's popping everywhere. But we are not quite saturated at all. We only have 3 million machines sold worldwide so far. And as we were told at the convention with 8,000 people in Japan, we are literally at the very beginning of its momentum. This company, you will see whether you are part of it or you choose not to, but in the next 3 to 5 years, we will become in the 1% top companies in network marketing. And we already celebrated the 50 years by now. And we are literally just starting. And this is one of the reasons that we really want to present this opportunity for people that are ready to take a leap, are ready to create change, and are ready to break the paradigm of poverty in their families, because we are the ones, we are the chosen ones. And most of us come from a background of being the black sheep, and we have the power to make changes, right? And so with a 500-year vision, this is the time to start. This is the time to get started and expand as the company expands into even more countries, and people are becoming really hyper aware of taking care of their health right now. And the poor quality of water, when you really go and research where your tap water comes from, you probably will never, ever touch that tap water again. Some people have no clue where that tap water runs through before it actually hits their mouth. And if you do, you'll probably get your K8 right now. So we definitely are going to become pioneers in health and wellness industry globally very, very soon. So I'm hoping that you will get a part of this growth.
Who is excited by that? And also, I do have an M Guard, and it's that big. There's my face. Let me tell you, and we've had this for about a week now. And as soon as we kind of leave the room, we actually feel the headache. Like beforehand, I was kind of like, oh yeah, we'll just check it out. Of course, you want to just trial out all the products, but it's actually amazing. So this is actually released in Australia and some countries, so it may not be available in your area. If it is in your country, absolutely get one. It's amazing. But who is excited and lit by everything that you've learned so far? Give us a 1 and give us a 2 if you are excited about how we can bring this all full circle in, how it makes sense on how you can actually create income from anywhere. I was going to say from home, but you can literally work from anywhere. So what I really want to hold space for today, you guys, is the quad strategy. And there is different ways of getting started. Some people come in with 5 products. Sometimes people come in with 4 products. We want to really just hold space for the quad strategy. Otherwise, we'd be here all day sharing all the different options. You can absolutely come in on 1 product, but if you're serious about creating an income online that can potentially replace your full-time income, I wouldn't go anything less than a quad. And a quad is essentially owning all 4 of those units. So the Inespa, which is the shower unit, the K8, which is your main water ionizer, your M Guard, which is the harmonizer that gets rid of all of the electromagnetic waves, and then the Ukon turmeric. So as you can already see, it's health and wellness, and Enagic don't produce any products that you don't need. Like everyone needs water, everyone needs it to actually survive. It's not anything that's optional. It's actually a very much necessity. So the benefits of coming in on all 4 products is essentially come in on the Inespa through the person that invited you into this web class right now. But then the best thing about this is you're actually going to sell yourself the other 3 products, which means, yep, there's a sale for you. There's a sale. You've sold yourself 3 units. And when you do that, you're going to earn an immediate $654 just from selling yourself your own products. How cool is that? And so within your first 5 quad sales, because remember, most people get started the same way as you do. When I said to my mentor, I'm like, oh, how did you get started? She's like, the quad. I'm like, okay, well, let me have a look at that, right? People come in how you come in. So if you want to create life-changing income, you guys, so you can have the life that you want, what would you do with an extra 17 grand? What would you actually do? Go on a holiday? Maybe it might replace a few weeks of work for you. Maybe you could retire your partner if you had that consistently coming in. Like, what would that actually do for your business? Because within 5 quad sales, you're at $17,000 in profit. And like Jax was saying earlier in one of her lives, is like, once you get your products, you're already in profit. Like it's such a no-brainer. You're already immediately in profit because the products are invaluable. And then what happens is the next 6 quads, so 11 sales in total, you're at $47,000 in commissions. Let's just hold space for that. And for another 10 sales, another 10 quads, you're earning 6 figures, 100K plus. That's what we call 6A in this business. Once you hit 6A, that's 6 figures in this business. And this is what we actually do, which is really quite simple. It's actually only 25 people buying a quad and you're at 6 figures. Look at all the comments right now, like mind blown and whatnot, right? And that's essentially what's going to lead you to legacy. So the goal here, you guys, is not 6A. You know, 6A is a $3,000 bonus in USD, which is 4,000 Australian if a lot of us in here are in Oz. And $6,000 bonus is at 6A2. That's where I'm right now. I'm a 6A3 in this business. But what I really want to put your eyes on right now is the actual goal, because the goal is not 6A. The goal is not 6 figures. That's all beautiful in the journey to the legacy bonus. But like our mentor says, you are not free until 6A2-3. And what happens at 6A2-3 is you're going to earn a $25,000 bonus in USD, which I believe is about a $35,000 bonus in Oz. And what also happens is you also get $5,000 monthly for life. This is about 7,000 Australian. That is willable and deedable to your children. Let's hold space for that for a moment. Willable and deedable to your children, which means if you are stressed right now about paying bills, about not having enough money, about everything so expensive, did you see the price at Coles? Did you see the price of petrol? Let's like put in coupons and let's watch the price before we earn it. Like, imagine making decisions based on wants rather than what can I afford. Imagine making decisions based on what do I want to do, rather than what does my bank account allow me to, right? This is what 6A2-3 does. It's not just about the title, it's about the freedom that you get. So let me know in the comments, have you ever found a business or a company that is like, you know what, if you move on from our company, we're going to give you $7,000 monthly for life that you can give to your children even when you die? No. Right? No, right? No. So if it's not this, then what? If it's not now, then when? If it's not you, then who? That is what I always say to people when you see this opportunity. But when you see success leaves clues, guys. And this is one of the biggest things that I lost sleep over. This was the light at the end of the tunnel where I was like, I'd be stupid not to, right? So who can get really excited about legacy income? And who here is a parent that also knows that you don't want your children to have the same stresses and anxieties around finances that you maybe have or had in the past, right? A lot of me's, a lot of yes, 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 yes. This is what we're doing here, guys. It's not a side hustle thing. This is life-changing things, which also requires you to expand into a new mindset, expand into a new possibility for yourself, right? Shani is like, very excited about legacy for my kid. Absolutely. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for them, right? Next, how do we make sales? I'm not sure. Was that
That's
me
the
or
fun
you?
part.
Yeah, go for it, babe. Yes.
So I think this is a burning question, right? How do we make sales? I remember the first time I heard about making sales, I'm like, not my thing. I had no clue how simple and easy it could actually be. And I learned the right way. So the way we approach making a sale is actually through having fun. And I want you to drop a 1 if you found, again, this masterclass through someone's post, someone's reel, someone's ad, someone's something online. Because that is our starting point. There we go, everyone. That's our starting point. The reason why we do it online is because it gets to more people's eyeballs, right? Like more people see your content. And as soon as you put something up that speaks into someone else's problems, or perhaps that is someone that is also grinding and trading time for money, and they see your post living a very free life where you get to work from anywhere, they like, what do you do? And then you come to this person and figure out what they are looking for. And if it's in alignment, you connect them to a free masterclass, just like the one you're watching right now. And you don't even have to make them by yourself, because we actually have a platform that has it all automated already. There is a range of different masterclasses that speaks to different people, different industry, different things that you can pick and choose which one you want to send to the person that showed interest on your post. That's the beauty about this business, that then enables you to do it from anywhere. And then the next step is person, let's say you are ready to go after this call today, and you're like, yay, hook me up, what is next? So you get to then be part of this platform where you will learn all the things, ins and outs, and what it takes for you to build your business. And it's literally laid out in steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. We will have a little simulation towards the end of this. So the third, the third step on here is literally, oh, where did my comments gone? Sorry, guys, I missed it. It's literally for you to explore the platform. And by doing that, you will also get a 45-minute call with someone that will then make sure this is a fit for you, because there is nothing worse than you investing money in something you have no freaking clue what it is, right? So this person is designed to really help you move through the pieces that you need to figure out to then be a part of this incredible family and community and business, so that you next day from putting in your paperwork, you are literally ready to make money. It's that simple. And when I saw that, I'm like, oh, so I don't have to build a website. So I don't have to do ads if I don't want to. So I don't have to do sales calls if I don't want to. And the answer is no, because the platform does it all. And that's one of the reasons I really took this on, because I'm like, okay, cool. I'm stuck in Bali. I'm going to live my life up and I'm going to leverage the automation. And I still do it 4 years later, you know, because it really gives you the time freedom back, because the platform takes over 90% of the heavy lifting that a business takes to become successful. And so it makes it very, very simple. Even paperwork, like I don't even know if I know how to do paperwork, and depending on the country, I don't, because the platform does it. And so once you have partnered with an agent and you have your paperwork in, you are officially a distributor, you have your IDs, then you go through a course that is called Launch Your Business. And that again, that has 3 or 4 modules that like takes you on by your hand, step by step, how you set up your socials, how you get started. It has templates of posts. It literally has like a platter that, you know, handed to you, that you literally just take it from there, customize it in your own words, and bang, you have your business running. It's that simple. And so your next steps, next slide, I guess. Your next step would literally be to explore the platform. And this is where the magic lies. If you are someone that really honors time freedom, especially if you're a mom, I'm sure you do, you know, you want to spend more times with kids, but anyone who doesn't love time. So the platform is where you will learn all the ins and outs, everything that you possibly need to understand the business and know how to do it. So think about this. Yeah, it's great if someone holds your hand at the beginning, but let's say you are someone that really speeds up in the business, and soon you're going to have 200 people in your team. You want to have something that automates part of it. Otherwise, you're just trading time for money again. You know what I mean? So it's very important that you get set up right from the beginning in the right way, so that you can then duplicate that, because it's also very easy for us to, you know, as sponsors, as mentors, wanting to like do it for you. It's very easy, but we want you to, you know, tune into your own powers to learn the skills, and then you will never depend on anyone else ever again to make your own money and to be successful. So these are the tools that will be handed to you. May you choose the next step. And this, all it takes is for you to just ask the person that brought you in here for the link. And then for the first month, you get a 50% discount, which is a $49 USD. And this comes with a 14-day refundable policy. So let's say you have explored it all in 14 days and it just doesn't quite feel like a fit, then you can still change your mind. But until then, we as sponsors, we as people that are here to support you, we will make sure that we find the best fit for you, however that looks. And so my suggestion, as someone that loves to take the leaps and, you know, loves to get curious, just get curious, just take that next step, and then you will figure out what is next, and you will get a 45-minute call with this person that will help you as well to figure out how to get started. But before we wrap up, I know that Jax has something very exciting to share as well. Actually, do we do a little simulation of the platform, girls? Or are we good?
I think we're
We're
good.
good. We're good.
Okay, cool.
So it's so funny that you mentioned that. When I really think back to when I first looked at this business and exactly watching I actually couldn't afford the startup. I could not afford it. And for me to explore it, I felt really stuck because I was like, I don't actually even have that. And it made me wonder why my life was that. Why am I in my adulthood and I'm still treating my money and money treating me the way that it was when I was 17 years old? And I really had to ask myself that question. And how much am I willing to do? How much am I willing to do to change that? And so I actually had to borrow. I borrowed to explore the platform, and I'm so glad I did. And I'm so glad the person that borrowed it to me, they're very grateful they did too. But you know, this platform had been a massive game changer for me because I was working 3 jobs at the time, and time wasn't on my side. So I didn't have the time to actually start something like this. Logically, I didn't, but intuitively, I knew I had to. And so the platform was an absolute game changer for me, and I really took it on board. I went in and I learned everything, and I applied everything. And in the pockets of my time, I allowed this platform to really support me and have the professionals like take my calls for me and have the platform do the educating. And it was really in my first year of this business was how I was able to retire from a 20-year career of hospitality, because I really allowed this platform to do what it's meant to do. And as a business owner, as a business owner for you know, with my coaching business in the last few years, this platform, what we invest in this platform is $99 a month. What I was investing in my coaching business for exactly the same functions was $10,000 a month. So for anyone that is questioning that cost, and you know what, I'm just going to say it. I actually earned more in the last month that I had ever earned in my business. And most people would put down for a house deposit, and to think that I only paid $99 to earn multiple 5 figures in this last month, it's an absolute dream. So I'm going to close it off now, and I really just want to say a big thank you to everyone that has joined here and that everyone that is watching the replay. I really do hope and pray this ignites something in you as it has in us. If you can feel it, like if you can feel it, please put a yes in the comments. If you can feel our energy and our clarity, I'm really grateful to Rosetta and Erica. It's a real pleasure to actually to journey this with you and to present this with you. Now, we have an opportunity that we would love to share with you, and success loves speed. And, you know, it is partway through, anyways, it's wherever we are in the year. And there is always an opportunity to make a big change. And for people like us, for people like you, that you're here and you're like, ready to leave. I'm really tired. I'm done. I'm ready to shift the timeline. So when choosing this business with us is actually choosing a new timeline, and we're very mindful of that. And so what we're offering you is there's 5 of us that have come together, our leaders in this space. We have a really kicked amazing goals in our lives. We're all very different. So I really enjoy that this particular mentorship is filled with so many different skill sets and different beliefs and perspectives, which are all put together, is designed to really help you accelerate, but also help you feel grounded and rooted in this journey. Because, you know, there's nothing like starting something new and having a whole community that has your back, but this is going to be a very intimate community that has your back. So this mentorship, the Keys mentorship, is actually one that we're very proud of, and we're very excited to share with you. And for those of you that actually, get started with us within the next, within this month, anyways, you will actually have access to that, which starts next month. We actually, this is a very rare mentorship, and it's something that we really are so devoted to really helping you really land in this space and get started and really create some momentum for your business. Within the next few months, by the end of the year, you'll be like, oh my God, I'm so glad I did this. So this is an opportunity that is available for us right now for you. And again, like I said, success loves speed. So for those of you that do have this, that are feeling curious, that are ready to take the next bold move, reach out to the person that has actually invited you, because we've capped this mentorship. So, we really want to make sure that we do give our greatest service and our greatest attention to you as new business partners. So we have capped it. There is a limit. So if you wait any more time, you'll be probably missing out. So please jump in, reach out to the person that has invited you, and take the next steps with us. So I feel like that's the final piece. Ready? But yeah, so Rosetta, I feel like this is you. This is you. You have the your energy is for this piece.
I love it. I love it. I love action. I love action takers. I love go-getters. I love integrity. Integrity, if you guys don't know, means you do what you say you're going to do, not just say what you're going to do. We don't like the gunner people, so like the action takers, right? And when you get started, let me be honest, like you want action takers too, right? So who is ready to get started? Let's just go there. Who's ready to get started? Drop a 1 in the comments if you're ready to get started on a quad. Drop a 2 in the comments if you want to get started on a trifecta, which is essentially 3 products, or drop a 3 in the comments if you can see the opportunity for yourself, but maybe you still have some questions. Okay, it's good to be one of the 3. And if you're all in, say you're all in. If you're all out, be an all out. Just don't be on the fence about anything. You don't want to go home and speak to your partner that didn't come on the presentation, has no context, and you're trying to explain everything. Guide people to the masterclass and allow people to see this the same way as you got to see it. Look at all these people saying 1, all in, all in, all in. Amazing. Make sure you are a person of integrity that leads by example as well. So if you are a 1, reach out to the person that invited you into this Zoom. Let them know that you are all in. Let them know that you are coachable, hungry, willing, and ready, because that's actually what it takes. To be honest, we probably don't want to work with anyone that is not willing to take action. If that is you, probably don't apply, right? But if you've sat here for a solid hour, you're all in. Let's be honest, right? You already know. Your soul already knows. Ask your future self, the version of you at Christmas time, like, how do you want to close out this year? That's going to be determined by the results that you create over the next 6 months, which is determined by the decision you make tonight, right? Don't wait for November to change your life, guys. Like, we are already 6 months into this year. If nothing's radically changed in the last 6 months, guess what? The next 6 will be mirrored. Or you can get into proximity of excitement of, like, what did Jack say? Like, she's banged, she's blessed, she's accelerated, she's in a vibe, she's in adventure. Like, allow life to be exciting, you guys. So if you are all in, if you know that you want this, despite all of the money stuff, right? All of the time stuff, all of the not right now stuff, all of the I'm not confident enough stuff, let us work with you, right? Because you can't work with yourself. All the decisions you've made up until this point had led you to this point right here. And if you had everything you already wanted, you wouldn't be here, okay? So reach out to the person that invited you here. Let them know that you're committed, you're all in. We'll guide you into the next steps. We'll get you on a call. And then we can decide how you want to get started. We'll learn more about your goals, where you are now, where you need to be, how to bridge that gap, if we can actually help you, right? We've jumped on some calls sometimes and it wasn't a good fit, and we're very honest, okay? So if you are here, what that tells me is that you guys are the committed ones, right? Otherwise, you would have dropped off about half an hour ago. So congratulations, and I'll send it to Jax to wrap it all up.
Amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Again, we're very much looking forward to hearing from you. We're very much looking forward to working with you, and everyone else. Again, thank you so much for joining us on this amazing presentation, and we will see you on the other side. Thanks, guys.